And hello, one and all, and welcome to my weekly review for Lucha Underground. We're going to take a look at what took place on this week's episode number 5 for Season 2 of Lucha Underground. And what can I say? Continuously, week after week, Lucha Underground has become my favorite professional wrestling product out there. It is the most consistent and the most enjoyable. Definitely, if you have the chance or opportunity, check out Lucha Underground, airing every Wednesday at 8 on the Rey Network. So without further ado, let's take a look at what took place on tonight's episode of Lucha Underground, because there was a lot of fantastic stuff. We had 4 contests this evening, and to kick things off on tonight's show, we had a segment between Pentagon Jr. and Vampiro. Pentagon was pretty much saying, he was on his knees shouting to Vampiro, and Vampiro was talking about, how he selected Pentagon as his protege, and, now that they are together, they are an unstoppable team, and, Pentagon Jr., or Vampiro tells Pentagon to not let anything stand in his way. And Pentagon agrees to this. So, nice opening segment, good visuals, enjoyed it all around. Then we had our first match of the evening. I thought it was a really solid opening contest between Jack Evans and PJ Black. There's some good stuff in here. I'm really enjoying seeing PJ Black, a.k.a. Justin Gabriel. If you all remember him from WWE, he was a part of the Nexus. I really think he is a perfect fit in the Lucha Underground for the high-flying style that they have to offer. I liked how before this match, Evans got on the mic and interrupted the ring announcer. Pretty much a good way to get some heat on him. And like I said, him and Black had a pretty solid match here. There was a little bit of controversy towards the end of this match, as Black, Black was hitting an ace crusher to Evans, Drago would come down to the ring, and he had some green mist, and he was looking to hit Evans in the eyes with it, but however, he unintentionally hit PJ Black, which led to Evans rolling Black up to pick up the victory. So, solid match with a controversial finish. So, it looks like we'll be seeing program continue between Evans and Drago, so that should be good to see. Then we had our second match of the evening, King Cuerno versus Killshot. Another good, enjoyable match. Really enjoying King Cuerno. He's becoming one of my favorites. And in this match with Killshot, early on Killshot got some offense in, then Cuerno was able to get his moves in, so it was really a back-and-forth contest, with some nice moves there in between. There was one nice move in which Cuerno was able to, I believe it was, Killshot misses on the 450 splash, and then Cuerno connects with the Thrill of Hunt to pick up the victory in this match. And then after the match, Cuerno would give the boots to Killshot, and Cuerno was going to go for a spinning cradle kneeling reverse pile driver, but Phoenix would come out to make the save, and then Cuerno would immediately scurry right out of the ring. So right then and there, you knew there was going to be unfinished business between Phoenix and Cuerno, as Cuerno is the Gift of the Gods champion, and he beat Phoenix for that title. And later on in the night, we would find out what would be transpiring on next week's episode, and it is going to kick ass, to say the least. But we'll save that towards the end of this review. Then our third match of the evening was an enjoyable. This was probably the weakest of the 4 matches, but not saying it was a bad match at all. It was a gauntlet match. Tejano Jr. taking on 2 members of the crew and Chavo Guerrero. So we had to face all 3 members in this match. Tejano instantly started the match by hitting a super kick right to one of the members of the crew, and he immediately got the pinfall. Then it would be Tejano versus Castro. They had some nice back and forth action going in between here. Eventually, Tejano was able to get the victory over Castro, and he would hit a power bomb to eliminate Castro. And then finally it would come down to Tejano and Chavo. And early on, Chavo was trying to dog his way out, do some dirty, underhanded tactics. He led a sneak attack from behind on Tejano. And eventually, towards the end of the match, as a Guerrero, you lie, you cheat, you steal. Castro would grab Tejano and with a bull rope using his feet, and that would trap his ankles, and this would allow Chavo to pick up the victory. And after the match, Tejano is furious, so he leads a chase right after Chavo and the crew. So their issue is definitely unresolved and will play out in the weeks to come on Lucha Underground. So I really like Tejano. He's got good look, good speed, good physical presence in the ring, becoming one of my favorites to watch in Lucha Underground. The more I watch, the more I become knowledgeable about this product. So like I said, solid, enjoyable gauntlet match with classic Guerrero finish. You lie, you cheat, you steal. And Chavo and the crew picking up the win and scurrying out of the ring. Then after this, we had an interesting backstage segment between Pentagon Jr. and Katarina. Pentagon pretty much tells Katarina, that he wants a match against Mil Muertes for... sorry, that was later on. Katarina tells Pentagon that she wants Pentagon to teach Prince Puma a lesson. And Pentagon said he wants a match against Prince Puma. And then this is where Katarina says that after what Pentagon did to Mil Muertes, almost trying to break his arm, why would she think about doing anything for you? And then this leads to a physical altercation with Katarina actually almost looking like she was going to get the upper hand on Pentagon, but eventually Pentagon was able to put her in for the Fujiwara armbar. Looked like he was going to break her arm. Eventually, lights go out. Katarina gets out of the predicament, and Katarina tells Pentagon, "You're going to have your match against Puma next week, but you should not have put your hands on me because that is the biggest mistake that you will have ever made." So it'll be Prince Puma versus Pentagon Jr. Looking forward to seeing that rematch. They had a fantastic match the week before, obviously with that controversial finish. So I'm interested to seeing where their rivalry goes from there. And then finally, we had our main event match of the evening, my favorite match. I was looking forward to this one as soon as they announced it the week before. Johnny Mundo versus Bryan Cage. These guys went out there. They worked a very physical, high-flying, hard-hitting match. Bryan Cage, once again, another guy who's becoming one of my favorites in Lucha Underground. And Johnny Mundo, a.k.a. John Morrison, always going out there, known for doing the high-flying, high-style match. There was one part of the match where Mundo did this very innovative move. He went from one rope to the other and then hit a spinning, I believe it was a spinning corkscrew. It was really sick, incredible. If you know which part of the match I'm talking about, go back and watch it. It was sick. Never seen anybody do something like that before. He literally walked from one rope to the other and hit the move on Cage, who was on the outside. Towards the end of the match, it looked like Cage, was in pretty good control over Mundo. Mundo tried to hit the end of world, but Cage was able to hit the discus lariat, and Cage, eventually hit the weapon X to Mundo, and he was going for the pin, and then Taya, if I'm pronouncing her name right, from AAA, appeared in the ring and distracted Cage, and she slid a pipe in. She was distracting the referee. That allowed Mundo to pick up the lead pipe, hit Cage in the back of the head with it. The referee did not see any of it. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Mundo wins, and Taya eventually gives Cage a berserker boot, and that's the end of the match. And Mundo also hits his end of world after the match. So Taya and Johnny Mundo are left to stand tall over the fallen Cage. So very, very good main event match. After, we get a segment between Katarina and King Cuerno. Cuerno basically, this is where King Cuerno wanted to challenge Mil Muertes, for the Lucha Underground Championship. He has the Gift of the Gods title. He has the opportunity to cash that in on the Lucha Underground champion. However, Katarina says, while he does have that right, it's too bad that's not going to happen. Instead, next week, you're going to face Phoenix. And that match will be a ladder match. So that's going to be a tremendous main event match. Overall, very good episode of Lucha Underground. Going to give it an A from top to bottom. Enjoyed every single thing on this show. If you haven't watched Lucha Underground, check it out. At least give it the chance, because it is definitely the best professional wrestling product out there today. So those are my thoughts on tonight's episode of Lucha Underground, Season 2, Episode 5. Let me know down in the comments section what you all thought of Lucha Underground tonight. Always enjoy getting that feedback. Please click that like and subscribe button for more video content coming soon to this channel. Be on the lookout for my NXT review, which should be up either tonight or tomorrow morning. Till then, take care, guys. I am out. Peace.